Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to Happiness by Habit. I'm excited to be here from Austin today at the Lone Star Festival, where I get to interview amazing book authors. Today, next to me, we have Mink Jawandor, the writer of Once Upon a Time in Freetown. We Want Peace. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We're so happy to have you. Please tell us a little bit about your story, about you.
My name is Mink Jawandor. I'm from Sierra Leone, West Africa.
Wow.
Yes, I wrote this book based on reflection. I'm a school teacher and also work for United States Department of Commerce.
Okay.
Yes, I've been in Texas for a long time. And my book comes from reflection and research. As a kid growing up in Sierra Leone, I saw the war. So now I'm educated and I'm an educator as well. I decided to write this book out of reflection, what happened, what our stories that have been told and not being told as well. I want to tell it from the perspective of somebody that lived there when the war was going on as a young kid growing up.
Wow, that must have been quite an experience. From the kid's perspective is definitely
Yes.
much different.
Yes. One of the reasons I told my story is because I watched the movie Blood Diamond, because that's what the movie was about, Sierra Leone. I didn't see our story in the book, in that movie. So I decided to write a book to tell our story.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Oh, well, the book, Sierra Leone had a war in 1991 to 2001. It was like an 11-year war. 2002 is ended. The war didn't come to Freetown until 2006. So if you look at my book title, it's kind of timeline from 96 to 99.
Right.
So the war come into Freetown officially in 96.
Okay.
That's when the whole world heard about it. When it's all Blood Diamond and all that. That's when the world heard about it.
Uh-huh.
That's where I focus on. So I can tell that story within the time. That's when a lot of people die. That's when they amputate people. That's when people become refugees. That's when the world know our story. So the book is based on that. And what I wrote about is what people don't normally see happening to wars. Like example, if you watch TV right now, the war in Gaza or Sudan, you see kids go about their business, play soccer in the background of a TV when the news is going on. So at that time, we was growing up, so we was doing kids stuff. People doing business. My mom was a school teacher as well. She was teaching kids in the world. Yeah, they teach the things that people don't talk about. They teach people cultural activities, so if you survive, you will still continue life. Those are the things I wrote about. Talk about the interaction we have with the rebels that were killing people. They were kids too. They also come out and play. They also go to clubs.
Wow, fascinating.
Yeah, those are the things. They go to clubs, they go to parties, they play soccer with us.
So from more like a hopeful perspective, we would say, okay.
If you turn around on the book, you see Welcome to Hope.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so you got it right. So what I'm trying to say as well is world peace start in your community. War start in little communities until they get big. That's what I focus on. So we can focus on peace instead of war. Try to teach people peace and try to teach the stories to people so people can know that these things happen in wars so that way they won't do it in their countries. That will instigate or lead to a bad, like a genocide or big problems. Those are the things I talk about in the war. And I also importantly talk about the war itself. How the international community evolved, how the United Nations evolved, how the European Union evolved, how they helped stop the war, the money that they spent to stop everything, the reconciliation program, how people come back to society when the war ended in 2002. They talk about all those things and how much time they put so that way we cannot get back into that through the reconciliation program. Those are the things I talk about. And I talk about the communities in West Africa that help us, like Nigeria. They have like a lot of Nigerian soldiers, Ghanaian soldiers, they need to help us to stop the war.
Fascinating, fascinating. Let's dig a little bit deeper and dive deeper into the takeaways that you would like the audience to have after reading your book.
I would like the audience to know that war, when you talk of war, you actually know that people still in that war want to be happy. People in that war don't want to fight. People in that war have reason to want to run away. So I want the audience to have a perspective of young people inside of a war, how they live, how they cope, and also how they refuse to let the war take away their happiness, how they refuse to let the war take away their youthful years. So they still want to do stuff, and they grow inside of it. They live inside of it. Where you were living in another country, living your normal life, they're living in not a normal life, but they still want to make it normal.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get it. I am originally from Peru, and when I was a kid, I used to hear the bombs. Like really, literally, that was kind of a daily thing for a few years of my childhood. So I can totally relate to that. And I love that you're telling that story and with a smile in your face, because that's your perspective from
Right.
that of hope and happiness, how you can still be happy even in a
Right.
war. So I love that message. And in the times that we are experiencing now, I think it's very critical to tell your story. I
Yes.
really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, Ming, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
And to our listeners, here is about Once Upon a Time in Freetown from Ming. Before we go, do you have any other project that you might be working on?
Well, I'm working on a contemporary social project,
Okay.
which is like I live in Houston.
Uh-huh.
From Houston. I'm working on a report, like it's called the Elif Report.
Okay.
That's what the book is going to name. It's a social, like an area where that is very developing. It's called the Elif area. Like immigrants are there and other people are there, how much they contribute, what our senators do, and how much money coming to the community. They have like a large Asian community there, they have large African communities, and all those things put together try to teach the economic and the social growth in that community, what we do, and how to uplift the community, and how to change things around. One of the projects that I involved there is how to change the bus stop routes to help people travel more. Our community supports each other. Example, like I'm from Africa, and if when I'm raising my kid, I want to work. Where I'm going to take my kid. If I don't have daycare money, I know another African can help me take care of my kid. And how we develop together. And how our contribution also develop other communities. And our community is so peaceful that we don't have problem with people that own big stores like H-E-B, Walmart. They want to come into the community, compete together for the community because the community is so peaceful. So we don't have no food deserts. It's a lot of food there. There's a lot of Mexican restaurants, a lot of Hispanic restaurants that in there. So the community flourish because of migration and tolerance. The community tolerate everybody, now the community exploded. Yeah, that's what my book is going to focus on. It's a report and what like infrastructure that's going on, how the city, the mayor supported, how the council members supported, the senators, how they all involved and what we do together as a community. So it's a contemporary social science work that I'm working on.
I love that. Thank you so much for your time, Ming. A
Yes.
beautiful story. And you know where to buy the book.
It's an Amazon.
So, well, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and stay in touch.
Thank you.
Bye bye.